What is going Okay, what's going on, you guys? Pet Platypus here, and it has been quite a long time since I did a traditional episode review. Feeling a little bit nostalgic right now. No. But we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 9, I believe. And this was quite the episode. Yeah, this was a really good one. And I gotta say, even though I haven't been reviewing My Hero Academia, I do plan to do a video about the summer camp, like the summer training camp. I do plan to do a video about that arc. Uh, I don't even know what to call this arc. I fucking rescue Bakugo. I don't know. But yeah, it's maybe it's an extension of the same arc. Maybe. I mean, it kind of is, but I don't know. It kind of feels like it started up a new thing with the disguises and everything. It kind of feels like the story kind of, it reached that heavy, heavy point of like he's been kidnapped and everyone is sad, and then it sort of segued into a new thing. So I'm going to assume this is the start of a new arc. But yeah, a lot of these episodes have been really good, and I'll talk about them more when I do that video. But as far as this episode goes, the entire episode just feels so well planned out. Like with the press conference and everything there just feels like you don't know that the principal is bullshitting his way through it. It just feels like a legitimate press conference, and it's given several minutes, so you're completely you're not suspecting anything when they drop the bomb that the principal was bullshitting, and it turns out the heroes do know where the villains are, and they bust in to save Bakugo, and it's like it's really cool. Gran Torino's a badass. Everyone's a badass. All Might's cool. Um, you feel like something's gonna happen because it's like it's going too well for the heroes too early on. You know what I mean? And like obviously Deku, Ida, Todoroki, all of them are trying to rescue Kacchan, so they're not going to be pointless. They didn't get into these disguises and go on this thing for no reason. So something's going to happen. But the something that happens with All for One, dude, like I'm going to say right now, like this guy, you see intimidating villain intros all the time in shonen. Villains that show up and you get that first impression of them and they're evil, they're badass, they're scary, whatever. You get desensitized to it, or you see it, and unless it's really special, it's just like, okay, a villain got introduced, that was cool, nothing wrong with it, but I've seen it before. I'm not gonna say I haven't seen this before or anything where like a villain comes in, blows everything up, does some big badass thing, but the way it's executed is like fucking perfect. If you guys didn't know, this episode has an after credit scene. I don't like Bones did that shit with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Also, I don't. It's one of my pet peeves with Bones is after credit scenes. Kind of, you can miss them. You think the show's over, and you kind of whatever. But that after credit scene, go back and watch it if you didn't. All for One, just floating there with that dark aura, and Deku saying like, "Holy shit, is this the guy I have to fight?" And like, it's just so I don't even know. I don't want to say terrifying because it's not terrifying, but the way it's portrayed is almost like a horror villain. Like it looks like some crazy floating like Death Stranding shit. It's just like, and the music is perfect, and the facial expressions are so good. My Hero Academia is so good at facial expressions. It's ridiculous. Or I guess I should say like Kohei Horikoshi is really good at facial expressions, but the anime translates them very, very well. It's a great scene. It's a great way to set up this really intimidating, horrifying for the main characters, villain. Um, it's a perfect scene in my opinion. It's a great way to end the episode. It's a shame it's after the credits because a lot of people might have missed it. And you get some of it before the credits, of course, but that's the bulk of it at the end. What else even happened in this episode? I'm trying to think. Like, there's the press conference. There's some heroes discussing stuff. Kacchan's been a badass throughout these last two episodes. Just all the shit talking he's been throwing at. Hand dude, I forgot. How am I forgetting his name? Shigaraki? Yeah, I think it's Shigaraki. He's been throwing all this shade and all these insults and just roasting the shit out of them. It's really cool to see. And of course, when everything's about to go bad, All Might shows up. Typical superhero moment. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a really good episode, and the last episode was great too. A lot of great interactions. I'm kind of talking about. I kind of want to talk about the last episode a little bit because I wouldn't consider it part of the training camp arc, so I don't know if I'll discuss it in that video I'm gonna make. It was great seeing Ida and his feelings and everyone else's feelings, and seeing some of the characters like Kirishima get a little bit more to do. Because My Hero Academia's cast of characters, while I like all of them, they aren't the deepest characters in the world. You know what I mean? So it's nice to see them have, you know, moments to shine, or not really to shine like in a combat sense, but to shine emotionally, I guess would be the way to word it. You have Kirishima wanting to rescue Bakugo because he couldn't do anything when he was kidnapped, so he feels guilty. I like that. I like the stuff with Deku, of course. Obviously, Deku's going to want to save him. Todoroki, same thing, because they failed to catch him before. And Ida's there to try to be the voice of reason, but of course, even though he's trying to be the voice of reason, he wants to save him too, but he also remembers the stuff with Stain. And another really great line by Sue was when she said that even if your intentions are good, if you're going to deliberately break the rules to do what you want, you're acting like a villain. And that was a great line. And also just the fact that that was in the last episode too, but it's just it kind of reminds me of like Captain America: Civil War, where like superheroes really should not be tied to some rule system. Like superheroes are vigilantes for a reason. You know, Batman does shit that cops can't get away with. Spider-Man does shit that cops can't do. And the fact that they can be limited or sent in at certain times, or well, I mean, superheroes pretty much have. Once you're a licensed hero, I guess you have like unlimited. I mean, not unlimited power, but you have like how do I want to put it? You can just be a hero. You can just go do your thing. You don't get sent in. It's not like the whole Accords thing in Civil War, Captain America: Civil War, but like, yeah, it just reminds me of that though. And they're students, so you know I get that. But yeah, of course they go. And I don't know what else to say, man. It's a couple of really good episodes, a great start to the arc. Bones has really been killing it this season. The directing, the storyboarding, everything has been really on point. And I'll talk more about that stuff when we get into the training camp. When I get to the training camp in a separate video. But I thought this episode was great. I thought it was really well executed. It was well paced. It was well animated for what it needed to be. It had really great execution, cutting back to a few minutes ahead of time, cutting forward in time. It never felt confusing or wait, where are we at in the time, like time frame. It was really well handled, and the introduction of All for One was great. Like he just like that was just a great way to introduce a villain. I don't even know how good of a villain he's going to be. I'm assuming he has a backstory. I'm assuming there's going to be depth to his character. Even if not, though, I mean, his intro was just perfect. Like, we'll see where he goes from here, but as far as an intro goes, perfect intro. So yeah, pretty much all I have to say about the episode. I really, really liked it. I really liked last week's episode. This, I don't know, rescue Kachan arc, whatever you want to call this. It's been really good. You know, it's 2 for 2 right now on really good episodes. And yeah, and I'll talk about the summer camp training in a separate video, so I guess I'll wrap it up here. What did you guys think of this episode of My Hero Academia? What did you think of the last episode? Go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. Click the little bell to get notifications when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.